Hello and welcome back to Railway Empire 2. Our train we were riding in the previous video at the end is making its way towards us right now to Houston. Yeah, where we had a lovely bit of train action, didn't we, when we pulled into the station. As you can see there, our bonuses, our connection bonuses are going through. And today we need to connect up Brownsville, don't we? And grab that before it runs out. It's 120 days, so we should get it. No cows have been delivered. However, let's pause it there. We can also set up a run from that station, Parker Station, into San Antonio. It looks like San Antonio is to the west of Austin, which it isn't. Until I press N, and then it's roughly where it should be. But I would say it's a little more south, isn't it? Round here. It doesn't matter, Grand. Close enough. It's a lovely run for our passengers to get all the way from Beaumont down to Brownsville via Houston and Corpus Christi. We're not quite in the position to have separate freight and passenger lines just yet. It would be better off just expanding fast, is my theory. So yes, Brownsville, we'll have to connect Corpus Christi first, but let's see if we can't get this moving. We will run out of corn fairly rapidly. It shouldn't be a problem with our cows connection bonus. Right, Mastodon is the freight loco of choice. It's brilliant, isn't it? We'll have to take a look at the Mastodon on the track. We do want to wait until 4. Confirm you. We'll get you connected up. And then we can stick in a station at Corpus Christi. We have a bit of money in the bank, although we can't take any other bonds out just yet. Can we squeeze in here, or are we going to have to buy this? Probably going to have to buy that, aren't we? Otherwise we're never getting by. Can we squeeze in? I mean, I guess we could maybe... Yeah, we could maybe go somewhere like that. It isn't ideal. You can see there, collision with another building, because it has to allow for building of the other platforms. The angle isn't actually that bad, is it? Because we're north of Houston there, our station, and we've got a few things to connect up coming down south towards the coast. So that's probably not terrible. There we go, we'll get that connected up. We'll have a nice line from Houston into Corpus Christi there. If we can afford it, we'll reuse our existing track because this is a ginormous journey. And we have to avoid that hill as well. So if we come in here at a nice angle, we can branch off this as well into Parker Station. Let's get this built. It's going to cost us a small fortune, but worth it. We should start to see money coming in, so this is only a temporary stall. We need 185,000. This connection bonus should help, providing we take some cows or some cattle into San Antonio. Not yet. This is good news anyway, because we own the corn, don't we? And we need to get these logs sorted. Oh, I didn't stick that on... Wait until 4. That's a bit of a waste, isn't it? We won't make as much profit there. There we go. Get you moving. 75,000 on top of this 80-odd thousand will be close to enough to get this Corpus Christi to Houston run. And that will be pretty big paydays. As, yeah, that's passenger and mail travelling that distance. Is by distance. They're willing to pay quite a bit. Yes, we'll have enough. Look at that. Money's coming in. Beautiful. And a bond interest, I believe, comes out every quarter. That's actually going up pretty rapidly now. 40,000 a week. And that's without the connection bonus. That's lovely, isn't it? There we go. Our Mastodon is waiting. Let's go down and take a look at him while we're waiting for our funds. He's beautiful, isn't he? He's almost in GT colours. Look at that. Just need this bit of dark green. But I like him. We can recolour him. but I like them in default colours. There we go. We have our connection bonus. Let's build us our double track there. All signalled up. Now, Corpus Christi down to Brownsville is going to be another pricey one. It's quite the distance. Again, another payday. Let's get us a gridiron on you. Houston, do we have a problem? We might do if we don't get us a maintenance depot on there rapidly, as well as everywhere else. But at the same time, we've got to increase our income to pay for that, haven't we? Yeah, it'll be close. I was thinking, while editing, that our express might not be the fastest. I don't know what research we've got in that regard. This is going to be... Is that going to be an express? Yeah, this is going to be an express. We're just going to go full on. Yeah, because we kept with the fork last time out. Because we researched that increases the power, didn't we? Class 121 versus the fork 65 versus 63. So the fork is faster. What about reliability? 130. Oh, it's more reliable and everything. Maintenance requirements 56% versus 57. Consumption 73 versus 63. The fork is just better, isn't it? Yeah, I don't understand. Oh, it's the price. Although only 5k difference. Do you know what? I've changed my mind. This one's going to be the fork It's faster. Although the tractive effort, there it is. Not only is it a bit cheaper, I mean, the maintenance requirements and consumption are not great. It does have quite a bit more tractive power to get up to that speed. So, yes, faster accelerating probably for shorter distances, right? Would probably want the fork for long distances. And this is more of a local commuter, if there was such a thing back in the day. So, yeah, let's wait till we've got 100k and then we'll get our fork on there. Then we'll save up a bit of money, possibly, and get Houston with a maintenance depot. Yeah. Right, we've got some money coming in. Trains are arriving at their destination. Let's get you going. So now we've got a fork and a class 121, as well as the Mastodon. Bit of a mix. And we have the Brooks Mogul, don't we, as well? That's a Mastodon, isn't it? Yeah, the Brooks Mogul is coming in now. There we go. Very shiny. You are great. You're laying on the whistle there, aren't you? Green and red. Nice bit of blocking there. There's actually room, isn't there, for a bit more? That's a full train. We could have our signals a little bit closer together. It's not. It's immaterial, really. It shouldn't matter the greatest. Right. How long we got left on this? 104 days. How many people have you got on board? You've got 47 plus 23 mailbags. It will be interesting to see how much that gives us. I mean, it's far from a full train as well. And you are doing a decent speed. If it goes above 60 odd miles an hour, which it is not. So we may have been better with the slightly more tractive power. I would have to see what that's like going back that way, wouldn't we? Going the same direction to the west as there might be a grade, a slight grade, which would lean towards the class 121 with its better tractive power to maintain speed on a slope. Right, you're on the way back. It would also need exactly the same amount of people, wouldn't it? Yeah, and mail. That wouldn't be very scientific, but we could see regardless. Yeah, it does struggle to pick up speed, doesn't it? Although it would still be an express, so not terrible. Right, we have enough money to get at least one maintenance depot operational, and we'll set it to be 80% to start with. I love how I clicked transfer to all. This is our only our only maintenance depot. But there we go. We'll get these trains yeah, they're getting a bit low, aren't they? We'll get these trains maintained. That will hopefully save any breakdowns. Austin is growing. That's brilliant to see. Do we have the same buildings? We do. We have the immigration office. So at 30,000 people, we get to build one of those in Austin. 10,000 away, a little under. Right, Brownsville. We've got to get you connected, haven't we? It should be a little cheaper than our run to Corpus Christi. Right, let's get you built. Is that where we want it? Yeah, sure. It's fine, isn't it? We could have maybe gone up here. I don't think it's going to matter too much. There we go. We'll go in like that. We can slide in with the grain then, can't we? That's only going to cost us 60,000. That's better, isn't it? We will put double tracking in so that we don't have to worry about it later. So let's wait for some funds. We're going to get 250,000 for connecting this up. So everything we've done here, we're going to get huge amounts back for doing it. As well as whatever we're making now on our passenger line. I don't know whether you've made a full run yet. Not yet. You're waiting to get in. This is going to get busy, isn't it, Houston? Very quickly. How much are you gonna make us with a handful of passengers and mail? Well, we get the express status now. 16,800. And we've got roughly the same going back, haven't we? Should we quickly change the train over? Oh, we can't. We can't afford it, I don't think. Let's change you for the class 121. See if we can gain a bit more speed. I know it's only a little bit, but the heavier that train gets, the more it's going to struggle. Confirm that. Let's see. Do you go past 59? We're going to have to see on the next run, aren't we? Does seem to be picking up speed a little easier, but it's going to slow down now. We'll see. We'll see. It's a good experiment. We need 60,000, isn't it, roughly, for our connection here. Here we go. And we'll build you. How much to double track you? 117,000. Do we have time to wait? 82 days. It'll be a bit close. I mean, we could send a train out, couldn't we? In a single direction. Otherwise, we've got to wait for 100-odd thousand for the actual track, and then close to that again for the train. Yeah, we might be better off just having this as a single line to start with. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to put this in. And then we'll come into the station like that for now. Since we're only going to have one train on there. I mean, to be fair, this could be single track, couldn't it? Let's wait till we've got the funds for a train. We'll see how the class 121 does. It's slower, isn't it? Surprisingly. It's carrying about the same amount. We're going to come into the station and wait. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to sit at the junction. Possibly a little too far into the junction there. Well, that's how it works. There's no collision in the game, so not really a big deal. Right, you get in there. I'm intrigued. I really want to know how you do on the return journey, especially if you've got more carriages behind you. What we got? 36. You got less. This is a terrible test. It might just be the fork we're not at this rate. Although we do save 5k per train by using the class 121. This isn't a fair test, is it, at all? We're lighter, but if we don't get past 59 lighter, then the fork will not returns, and we'll run with that for long distances. Perhaps. Well, he's only doing 57, and he's lighter. There's the answer there. Not sure how tractive power works then. It's got more. Oh dear. Right, let's just put you back as a fork or not. You've got 48% tractive power, and you've got 30. Unknown, guys. It must be oh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe top speed is part of that equation. We'll just stick with the fork or not. You are better. And that means it's going to be a bit pricey. No, it's not. We can have a mixed train. I don't know how much our mixed service is going to be. It is only 78,000. There we go. We'll hit play. We'll grab you as soon as we have 78,400 coins in the bank. Anytime today can one train arrive. But we were unloading. Oh, then wages came out. Oh, we're close. Yeah, and we pay more for wages, don't we? We just need this connection bonus, please. And then we can continue our build. Then I will double track it and we can get some deliveries underway down this end. We do have another research point. What do we got? Reduce the price of new locomotives. This might help. There we go. Yes, beautiful. How much does that make you now? We've lost our setup again. You are now... No, I'd like the Brooks Mogul. 73,000. A little bit of a saving. This early on, it's gonna save us quite a bit, isn't it? There we go. Get you running. Then we can get our 250,000 connection bonus. Plus whatever money we make from taking 80... Was that 80? Yeah, two full loads of passenger cars. A full mailbag car and a bunch of meat heading to Corpus Christi there. There we go. Connection bonus on the way. Then we'll double track you. You'll be fine. We're ignoring these because they don't really make a huge amount of difference. What does make a difference is the state of the loco. Yes, the maintenance requirement. Condition of the locomotive. It does take a while. That's probably not a good one to select because it's repairing in Houston. But what about this one? Yeah, we've got a little while yet. 86%. How are you doing? Ooh. Makes me wonder if the condition goes down faster when the supplies are low. There's something I never thought about looking at. Let's get one in Austin as well. Did you just turn around there? No, you were running empty, weren't you? Let's see. Are you on wait until 4? You are not. I do want you to wait until 4. Thank you. Right, shall we get... let me just double check. You are set to 4. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We were making a bit of a loss on that, weren't we? A bit worrying on his condition. We might have to do something about that. Yes, maybe this station would have been better. There we go. What I'll do is I'll put a maintenance depot on Parker Station. And we'll take it off here for now. And that way we cover all bases. No, you can't move it from there. We've got Carter Station. This is nice, though. That will see to San Antonio when we put that connection back in. And we'll put one at Corpus Christi. There we go. We can breathe easier a little. Nice. Right. How much was it to double track this? Is he already back? Yeah, he's already back. Look at that. With loads of beer. What I'd like to do is double track you all the way if possible. It's going to cost us a bit because of the extra platform, but we can afford it. Hopefully it doesn't reset our train. That'd be sad. We'll get us a gridiron in there. And we can set you up now to be fully double tracked. And that means we can slide in without worrying about it. Make sure we've still got our signalling. We have. Did not reset our train. It's express beer. Everybody's favourite. Don't know what that means. Ah, there we go. You're loading back up. Lots of passengers. Lots of mail. Lots of meat by the looks of things. We can hook up these cows as well, can't we? That will be a steady stream of income into our bank. You're off. Beautiful. Right, we've got to concentrate on Houston and Beaumont, though, and as well as, yes, and definitely Austin. Oh, this has gone down to its minimum. I would like to grab that before any of our cities get to that size. They're going to be requiring it at 40,000. Where's the closest milk? We would have to buy this, but we can't yet. That is our closest milk, though. I believe. Yeah, we've got some more sugar up there, but we can't grab that yet. Start thinking about getting wood all the way down to Brownsville and Corpus Christi. But first we'd need to get it to Houston and Beaumont. As these three, this trio here, is going to be the key to success, isn't it? But especially for... How are you actually doing? We're up to 66,600, nearly. Hopefully you should... oh, you've already repaired. Look at that. Should we set up our little express service again that we had to delete? Yeah, it only needs to be an express, doesn't it? Express. Let's get you with the... Oh, yeah, short journey. So we'll have you with the class 121. We'll have the fork runner on these longer journeys if it's just a passenger service. Right, that's going to be a little extra money. Lots of passengers. Yeah, absolutely. Tons of passengers there. And quite a bit of mail as well. So that's a nice payday, isn't it? Let's zoom in. How much are you going to make us? Just on this little journey, you're also going to get to repair at Austin. And then we can decide what we're going to do next. Anything to help these guys grow. So somehow we need to get our wood down here and our corn. And we could have a direct train heading into Houston. Or we could make use of a... Yeah, we can make use of a warehouse in Austin. It's going to be pricey to build. It should be cheaper. No, it's not an actual building, is it? How much is it going to cost us? 100 and... Well, say 140,000. It's not bad. I think it's going to be worth it to get some wood down to Houston at the very least. And some corn. Yes, good plan, me. We're ignoring all the oil symbols. Don't do that in your car. That's bad news. Yeah, don't let it get that low. Dear oh dear. We've got apples to buy as well. Definitely need to buy the apples. Given our perks, we should be taking advantage of being able to upgrade these at, what was it, 50%? Something like that. Was it 50%? What is it? There we go. Factory and rural businesses upgrades are 30% cheaper. Well, not quite as good, but yeah, it's still good, isn't it? Right, yes, let's get you with a warehouse. Oh, not yet. Close, though. Fast forward you a little bit. We'll zoom out. I mean, there's not much we can do at the moment. We really need to concentrate on getting deliveries down here and getting them growing. There we go. Lovely. And you want to be passing down corn and logs. And I think that will do you for now. We have a small breakdown, which is a random breakdown. Nothing you can do about those other than, I guess, perks and traits. Well, that's what... that'd be a better word, wouldn't it? Character traits down here. Perks would be more what you unlock in research. I don't know what we're going to have next, actually. No point looking now. You don't have a research point. We'll work it out. What do we got down here? Everybody's running smooth now, or should be. We do have one. Yeah, we have a maintenance depot down in Corpus Christi. Almost said Corpus Crispy. I don't know what that is. We should start to see some more deliveries, though. These two rural businesses are ours, so that's why I thought it wouldn't be a bad investment, would it? I'd prefer these to be running pretty much empty. The corn, yes, the corn will. But once you've filled the cities up initially, they steady out a little bit. They level out, and you can over-upgrade these when you introduce a new city into the equation. Do that quite a bit. Definitely want to go down that way, don't we? To Corpus Christi there. Have a separate express line as well. But yeah, I don't know really whether I want to go to Houston from here. That seems a little excessive. We could take the burden away from Austin and move it down to Parker Station and have a fairly large warehouse station down here. That's an option. I guess we'll see how busy it gets in Austin. It's going to get busier, isn't it, as we expand over to Dallas eventually. How's our income? Now we're up to 75,000. We've got 50 nearly in the bank. I don't know what we're going to do with that just yet. We need to make these guys grow. They're not going to get their first delivery just yet. Do you know, it might make the condition of the locomotive reduce faster, which will be expensive, wouldn't it? It doesn't really say that. Water supply low, supply tower needed, slowed due to missing operating supplies. It doesn't say anything about increasing the rate. The condition of the loco goes down, so probably not. I mean, that would be a better way to deal with that rather than slowing it, although it should be quite a bit slower on top, shouldn't it? We are going to put some in just so we don't have to see these oil symbols. In fact, on this run, I would definitely like one. We might start to see these running full. We don't really mind early on because they're taking the initial deliveries. So it's a little bit deceiving. Beaumont, you really need to grow. It's going to be tough for you to grow, isn't it? You are going to need meat. Yeah, do we get any meat down here? That'll probably be something to take to Houston. Let's get Houston relaying some of their some of the goodies, shall we? We can take sugar the other way then, can't we? Let's grab sugar, send it up north and to the east as well. Not the east, the west, the opposite to that. And we'll send down some meat, or send across some meat to the east. That would be correct, because they're not going to get any otherwise, are they? And both Corpus Christi and Austin, I believe. No, what does Corpus Christi make? Beer. Okay, so we won't be taking anything that way. There we go. We've got some sugar underway. We'll take down logs, and we'll take across some corn as well. Now this is express only, so we don't have to worry about taking it to the west just yet. Eventually we can change that over and have an extra freight line, but since we're concentrating on these guys, we'll do it this way. Now I would prefer this early on to be sharing a supply tower, but it's going to be a little bit tricky to do that, so we're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna pop in a couple. How much do they cost? Less than 30,000 at a signal somewhere. So there, and we'll have one there, and we'll have another just here. I just want to get rid of them, guys. The first block is what I'm looking for. It'd be there, won't it? Yeah, I would just like to get rid of those oil symbols. And we'll have one down, well, I guess over here will do, wouldn't it? Let's get you with a supply tower. First block, roughly there. That'll do. Lovely. And the same over here. First block up there somewhere. And we'll get you sorted as well. No, we won't. We are broke, but we do have a star to spend, a point to spend, 100 points to spend. Reduces the cost of personnel. Now, we do have quite a few trains, so that may affect us quite a bit. Yeah, we've got a lot to look through. No, we don't. We've only got one for 100 points. It might be worth grabbing. Or should we plough down the central line here to unlock new trains? It would unlock the Shea Class C. Which, is it really better than the Mastodon? Attractive power-wise and speed. Yes, it is. So we could save up for that. Reliability isn't as good. Maintenance requirements are worse. I would imagine lower is better for maintenance requirements. Reliability, higher is better. Popularity, higher is better. Attractive power, higher is better. Speed, higher is better. Yeah, no. It swings and roundabouts, really. It might be a good price. So we'll leave that. Although, how many trains do we have running? I guess we could take a look at our outgoings. Let's see. Well, this doesn't update yet, does it? No, this is Q1. This is a full quarter, isn't it? How much do we spend on staff? 99,000. So, yeah, do you know, it might be worth doing. It will give us a bit more income, won't it? It's 5% on just personnel office for the well-being. I'm going to take it, guys. We'll start digging into the negative trait of our hero class. No, that's not what she is. Is it really a negative trait when you're giving them more wages? I guess for us, but not for our employees, right? Okay, we can afford another one of these, so we'll plonk one down. First block, there we go. That's how I'll probably do those from now on. And then we've got one to do down here, and then we're all towered up and ready to continue. How are we doing on our task? We're nearly at 70,000. Austin is still growing. Houston has a problem. Never gets old. Who makes... No one makes cloth around here. That would be Jackson, all the way over in Louisiana. Is that in Louisiana? There's New Orleans down there. I'll stop doing that. But yeah, that's a toughie, isn't it? I guess we'll save up some money next time. We are starting to improve our income a little bit as it drops back down. But it might be beneficial to start doubling up, especially on our freight exchange we've got, because this is going to be full up pretty quickly. How much is it going to be to add another train? 73k, so we'll do that. And then, what do we want to jump on board? Maybe one of these coastal routes. There we go, guys. Perfect. Yeah, you just turned red. So we're going to stick 2 on you. Make sure we get these shifted down to Houston. Houston is growing for the end of the episode. San Antonio is not. Although we could grab some of that wood and send it over once we've done this task. There we go. And we have broken 70,000. Beautiful. So a little under 20,000 population to go. We'll jump on a train heading out of Corpus Christi to Houston this time. We're going to go on this nice long route on an express. Alright guys, we are just leaving Corpus Christi onto Houston on our Fort Cronut, which seems to have calmed down a little bit with its sound effects. Yes, that's pleasant, isn't it? Not overly aggressive. It is going to get a bit wobbly though, isn't it? I can't wait for that to be fixed or dialed down a touch. It doesn't look too bad when you're not riding it, when it's just wobbling along the tracks a distance. But when you're on board, it becomes a little jarring. We should pick up some decent speed here. It's a pleasant journey, isn't it? Lots of trees around. Can't quite see the coast. Would have to be the other side anyway, which I don't think you can do. It kind of blocks you from going the other way, which is a shame. Maybe we'll be allowed a bit more freedom with our camera in the future as well. Today is looking good. We've got all of our connection bonuses sorted, and we'll expand a little bit more. Oh, we're on the Wobble Express again. Dear oh dear. Oh. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.